Hello and welcome to another video. If I sound a bit yuck, it's because I feel a bit yuck. Past 2 weeks I've been really ill, you know. I'll spare you the details, but it's affected my voice among other things. This is a video about how big tech ignores us little people. As usual, please excuse the creaking table. It may seem a bit disjointed because I'm not going through it chronologically, but there is a purpose to this, a method in the madness, so to speak. On June the 30th, 2022, I uploaded a video to YouTube. It's pretty called a rant, called Random Thoughts on Mutilating Young Girls. It's I suppose you call it a polemic against this insane trans movement. And on August the 29th, 2025, it was removed. I had a message that it had been removed, and I was given the channel strike. It was said to go against child protection policies. If you can credit that. I appealed against this removal and channel strike, and it was rejected. We reviewed your content carefully and have confirmed that it violates our child safety policy. Garbage. So I decided on this instance to write direct to Google. One of the advantages of living in London, one of the many advantages, is that almost everything is here. So I looked up the London CEO, MD, whatever, of Google in London, Kate Alessi, and I wrote a letter. I delivered it by hand on September the 8th. I went to the Google office and I spoke to a couple of people on the way in. There was no security as such, a couple of people. I said, I've got a letter here for Kate Alessi. Oh, I can't accept it. You have to take it to the mail room. So I went to the mail room. It's an enormous place, right round the back, and it's, I hesitate to describe it as one building, but like it's massive, and the loading bays and unloading bays. And originally I found the mail room. I handed in the letter in person. I'll put a link to it. I had it uploaded to my website and also to the Internet Archive. I'll put a link to the Internet Archive version. And I explained everything, and basically no response at all. In that letter I also pointed out that, and this is just as silly, if not even sillier, on February 14th, 2014, Valentine's Day, I uploaded a video called My Valentine's Day Message to Lonely Hearts, which is basically an appeal to incels to stop feeling sorry for themselves and do other things apart from trying to get laid, find a purpose in life. On September 3rd, 2024, more than 10 years after it was uploaded, it was removed because someone considered it to be some sort of incitement to terrorism. I mean, seriously? At that time, when it was removed, I managed to contact an actual human being through my YouTube channel, because at that time I was monetized. Excuse me, still a bit ill. Well, I was acceptable for monetization, but I never got actually around to making a penny out of YouTube. As I pointed out many times before, I am the most shadow banned individual, the most shadow banned entity, not just on YouTube, on the entire internet. No doubt about that. No doubt about that. So it's quite a long letter I wrote to Kate Alessi, and I spelled this out about the previous removal. Just ignored. When I managed to contact a human being in 2024, they've sent that. Something I've noticed is that you can't email Google direct, generally speaking. If you've got a massive channel, a massive YouTube channel, with some sort of partner, you get special treatment. But for ordinary plebs, you get no special treatment, no treatment at all. And let me explain something which happened in 2023. In July 2023, I got a phone call from Goodman, and he said he couldn't access his Yahoo account. Somebody hacked it or whatever. And I spent half hour or more on the phone to him, and eventually we got his account back. And I said, change your password. That's what I said. Did he? The following month, on my birthday, he phones me again. This guy has hacked his account. Can I come over to Red Hill? I said, it's my birthday, man. He said, get a train here and I'll pay you whatever. So I went over to Red Hill. We got on the phone to the Yahoo helpline or whatever, such as it was. No help at all. We couldn't get the account back. And it was, well, not a total waste of time, but there was no way in, and we couldn't get any sense out of any human being. Goodman sent me home in an Uber with a stash of box files for me to scan, documents for me to scan. That's another story. That was almost the last time I saw him. The next time I saw him was 6 days before his death in February 2024. He was very ill then. He was waiting to go to hospice at some point. When I got home that day, I looked up Yahoo's managing director, CEO, whatever. I drafted a letter. I said, send this to this guy by snail mail. Right? So I've drafted this letter to explain what happened, yada, yada, yada. So Ted sends the letter. A few weeks later, it's returned. Not at this address. Not down here. Absolutely ridiculous. So they do it deliberately. They do it absolutely deliberately. I've even had this with the Internet Movie Database. Recently, I was entering some data for one of my own videos, and I misspelt somebody's name. I spelled it with one L instead of two. And I tried to correct it, end up entering the same name twice. And there's no way of contacting anyone there. You you know, there's forms or whatever, but it's quite deliberate. And I won't mention the correspondence I've had with Wikipedia over, especially the Satpal Ram case, this low-life murderer. But I'll put a link to the relative files. You just get no sense at all out of them. Having said all that, there's actually two exceptions, two very minor exceptions. In 2010, I was kicked off Facebook, and this was because it's a long story. I've made a video about this called "The Cunts of Cancel Culture," and these two women are cunts, believe me. But they made a false allegation, claimed falsely I'd had a duplicate account. It was because I was proselytising the truth about convicted murderess Linda Carty, and they, for some reason, they identified with this woman who organised the kidnapping of a young mother and smothered her to death in the back of her car. But you know, what is there to? I mean, I can't explain the workings of sick minds like that. I ended up writing to Zuckerberg direct, and a letter of April 28th, 2010. And at some point my account was restored. Also, sometime before that, I emailed Bill Gates, Bill G at Microsoft.com. I can't for the life of me remember what it was about, but I did get a response. I think also from Bill G at Microsoft.com. I doubt it was from him. I can't remember the details, but I did get a response. But by and large, these people, the big tech guys and gals, ignore us little people. And one other thing, this is clownish. I've been contributing to Google Maps for some time, and that includes photographs. And I've submitted a photograph of a local removal firm is closed. I think it's closed permanently, or that branch is closed. And for some reason, the photo was rejected. It's just a building, and I got no sense of some garbage about safety and absolute ludicrous. One thing was successful. I uploaded a video to YouTube called Daffy, Delusional, Dusky, Damsels, Debunked, which is a deconstruction of a video by airhead Francesca Ramsey. And basically she made a video explaining how blacks invaded everything, and I made a lengthy critique of it, totally deconstructing everything she said. She reported me to YouTube, Google, for copyright violation. I appealed, claiming fair use, and after the express period, the video was restored. I had very, very few views on it, although I've uploaded it to other websites, including to hard drive. But that's what you can expect if you are a little person like me, or even if you're considerably bigger than me. When you contact the people at the top of the pyramid, you'll get no response, or an inadequate response, or a stupid response. The last video I had removed, it was Guardian claimed copyright. I appealed using fair use. It was about 85 seconds, something like that, in the video, out of a longer video, and I appealed, and it was rejected within 7 minutes. We have carefully considered nothing. So anyway, that's what you can expect from Google, from YouTube. I can only suggest that you also, when you make videos, anything which might run foul of some idiot or some troll, you upload them also to BitChute, Rumble and other video sites.